Podcast.
What up, fam? Joe, No Picks Podcast. I believe we live, Brody.
And we are live. All right, cool. All
Let
right,
me pull
listen.
up the chat to make sure people. All right.
It's been a while, you know what I mean, since we did this. Let's jump right into it. I got a couple things I pulled up. Let's see. I'm gonna start with um theft in New York. Apparently, like theft in New York is like running rampant. A lot of
Oh
people running stories
Lord.
on it. It's going crazy, right? So I'm gonna pull up a clip right now on it.
All right, bet. What, bruh?
An added layer. Security is now in place at TJX stores. The company, which owns retail chains like TJ Maxx, announced some employees will now wear police-like body cameras. The move comes in an effort to tamp down.
So TJ Maxx rolled out body cameras to some of its staff in an effort to stop shoplifting months ago. But because of New York's decriminalization of theft, the cameras aren't able to accomplish a whole lot here, as one security guard recently found out when a group of female thieves tried raiding his store. And the longer New York forces businesses to record criminals who will never get sent to jail, the worse our shoplifting problems are gonna get.
Police said they have taken down a sophisticated international crime ring.
The group is charged with stealing merchandise such as beauty products and clothing from brick and mortar stores, only to be resold online, and that is just the start of how brazen they are accused of being.
Designer clothes, fragrances, and even a plastic ghost gun. A room filled with half of the recovered items from $2 million worth of stolen goods. This evidence recently seized by police in Queens.
This is an incredibly organized and dynamic retail theft operation.
We put $40 million, a huge commitment of resources, behind the effort to eradicate retail theft in the state of New York. Costs are going up. Costs go up in a store when they have to recover the loss that they don't make on the stolen goods. Think about that.
It's utilizing the technology that's available to try to diminish what is evidently a problem, which is theft.
I know it's maybe against privacy and everything, but I think whatever it's against, to not let people steal, that's okay.
The footage will only be shared if law enforcement requests it.
This is one of the female thieves wanted for attacking a security guard after stealing from a Brooklyn TJ Maxx. But what nobody's talking about is that this didn't just happen several months after TJ Maxx's body cam rollout. It also happened several months after New York passed a law criminalizing violent shoplifting. But peaceful shoplifting here still remains a misdemeanor, revealing that our laws have no effect on crime whatsoever because all shoplifting starts out as peaceful until the thief gets spotted, at which point the professional criminals who make a living raiding stores like TJ Maxx, Target, Walgreens, you name it, have a decision to make. Do they walk away empty-handed or try to escape with merchandise that's not theirs? And the decision they make is painfully obvious, with New York State losing $4.4 billion worth of goods to shoplifting on a yearly basis. And our laws mean so little to these criminals that they see no reason to stop stealing. In fact, they now feel entitled to whatever they can see on the shelf of a store, which perfectly explains why thugs who leave their houses carrying weapons don't go into a store intending to start a fight. Of course, their plan is to peacefully walk out of a place like Macy's with armfuls of jackets that they can then resell either on the internet or out of physical stores, sometimes blocks from the very businesses those goods came from. Which brings us to the real reason why shoplifting here is still out of control and why security guards now work jobs that put them in harm's way. In New York, we'll pass any law we can to stop crime as long as it doesn't work, because that's the progressive way of doing things, which requires you always look for the root cause of crime instead of punishing it. And we're looking so hard for the root cause of shoplifting here that we ask the shoplifters themselves to move out of the way as to not hinder our search. All because nobody in charge wants to admit that getting criminals off the streets and locking them up is the only way to put us on a path towards stores once again selling cage-free shampoo and deodorant like they used to. But as you're about to see, that's not how things work here, and shoplifting is now so widespread that criminals are now lashing.
So I'm gonna pause it here. So far, Joe, what's your thoughts on what you've been seeing so far?
It seems to be following the trend of people just like organized looting. We talked about it happening in LA. We talked about it happening in Chicago. It even happened, not too long ago in Philly. But it's just this trend of organized looting, bro. Like It's usually planned. I don't know where people are conversing or sharing the plots or the details, but like they link up at a certain time at a certain spot and just go
Right.
ham and so it's following that trend. But I, it's interesting. This is an interesting conversation, right? Because I don't endorse crime at all. But what
Right.
do you do when society decriminalizes crime? You know what I mean?
That's a good question.
Who do you put the blame on, right? Because here I see people clearly. There are people who are in there stealing and shoplifting, right? But
Right.
if there's no consequence, why would you not partake in that if you needed the money or just wanted to make some bread? This is
Right.
what that's the question that I have. Like, who's to blame when society or cities start decriminalizing crime? Like, who did that? If the people didn't do that, someone
Right.
did that, right? So that's my first thought. Where are you at with this? Because this is interesting.
Bro, like it's just out of control. It's out of control.
It is.
I mean, something like this, like stuff like this happens in. I mean, the guy said it on the thing. Like this happens in blue cities, bro. Like only blue cities decriminalize stuff like this. Like it should be criminalized. You and I did another story not too long ago on not on Chicago, on L.A. Yo, you could just go crazy in L.A. We see videos all the time. We played it on the pod. People walking in Los Angeles stores, Nike, whatever, Sephora, whatever,
Right.
with black trash bags and just stuffing their stuff,
Yo,
wearing
trash bags.
the ski mask, stuffing their bags full of stuff, and just sauntering out, getting in their cars and dipping out and doing whatever with the stuff. This stuff only happens in like democratically run cities, bro. Like, um,
Yeah. No, I mean that seems to be the trend. And shout out to whoever's in the chat. I see two people. I think one of them might be me because I'm just observing the chat. But whoever's here, welcome. Chime in, ask questions. We love the engagement. So now we're just talking about just reacting to clips. But right now we're talking about this clip where there's this increase in crime and retail theft in New York, right? And then they put the body cams. I heard Walmart's trying to put the body cams on too to try to deter it. But like, yeah, I don't understand, bro. Like, if there's no consequence for it, like in LA, we were talking about Cali, right? Anything less than $1,000, police won't go after it. Employees are told if someone's trying to steal, do not try to stop them. Do not chase after them, which
right,
I'm actually okay with, bro. Because I'm sorry, but my little $15 an hour, if I'm in a lower
right,
job, ain't worth my life. Ain't worth me scrapping and getting hurt. Like I'm not. I'm sorry that job is not worth that much to me. So I'm gonna let them walk
right.
off either way. But they get fired if they do anything and intervene. So basically, there's no consequence, bro. People can partake in crime with impunity. What like I don't know, bro. Like I know it's like it could be a blue city thing, but like if it's blue or red, it don't matter. Like crime is legal
Yeah, yeah,
and people are partaking. So like, what do we do to curb this? Because if the cost of living is going up as well, and the
right.
economy's kind of like been weird, and unemployment has been kind of, slowly rising, and the Biden administration was lying about jobs being created. Remember, there was that whole
Yeah,
thing where they
yeah,
were like
yeah. They had to
over
retract that.
projecting it,
Yeah,
and they were lying and trying to say. So all this is happening. Crime is only going to
yeah.
go up. So you're
Um,
incentivizing more crime.
I mean, the governor of New York, Catherine Hochul, was just saying like, "Yo, you guys are stealing all this stuff, but on the back end, people who are, getting this stuff, um, like the regular way, they're suffering for it because they're paying more, they're paying more for it than they should because, you're going crazy. I mean, bro, it's a bad look. They said they decriminalized. They decriminalized what is it? She said they decriminalized violent theft, but non-violent theft you
It's
still,
legal.
it's still legal. You still got
That's wild,
access
bro.
to.
That's wild.
So
That's wild. And remember, in Chicago, the mayor now they're trying to decriminalize, and I don't think it's passed yet, but they're trying to decriminalize certain like traffic violations.
right.
So cops can't pull you over no more for certain traffic violations because they were saying it was too it was discriminatory. Like there was too much, like it was targeting a certain racial demographic, and so because of that, they're just doing away with like certain traffic violations, and cops won't pull you over more. But I'm like, bro, like,
Mm,
so you can drive without a license, you can drive with a broken tail light, you can run through red lights or stop signs, you can speed, like you can do whatever. Your tint can be so dark I can't see who's driving. You can do whatever you want on the road with impunity. Like I said, bro, without any consequence. And when you do that, it's going to increase, I don't know, accidents, crime on the road. Like it just encourages bad behavior when there's no consequence. And when society has no consequences, people act like idiots, bro. Like why?
So
Why shouldn't I?
So all right, so for this particular segment, so to wrap this up, I want your opinion on something. I know in general your concept of like, these billionaire corporations and stuff like that. Do you think it's cool to loot? Do you think it's not cool to loot none of these businesses at all, or do you think the billionaire companies is like, well, it's kind of whatever?
Well, I think that so I definitely don't want to endorse crime, right? The thing is, it's a complicated answer. I wish I can give you like a straight answer, but the way
Hmm.
I see it is, if with all the wealth inequality, with the rising cost of living, with these people at the top getting these tax breaks and getting all this money, with wages being stagnant, federal minimum wage hasn't really gone up at all. Some states have it's gone up a little bit, but like it's been pretty much stagnant since like the 70s. Cost of living has gone up, but the cost of the dollar, like we're not our income hasn't increased. And I feel like a lot of Americans are on the fringe. And this is not a blue or a red thing, bro. Like we said, like a lot of people are going bankrupt because of medical bills. We talked about that. We had a contentious debate the other day about the whole Luigi thing and the whole thing about Americans having to pay so much for medical bills or just medical costs or treatment. So I think that when you have an environment like that that's volatile, that's unstable, it's conducive to crime. It allows crime to fester. When you push people against a wall, when they're backed into a wall, people will do crazy things. And so, yeah, it's crime. I'm not endorsing it, but I also feel like what's creating the environment of that crime, bro? Like I said, there's no consequences now. The cost of living is hella high. Now we're talking about, like I said, you're saying not you, but they're going to replace jobs with machines. Automation happens. So now when you displace millions of people and they don't have jobs and they can't find jobs that have a living wage, what happens to those people? Do they turn to crime? Or are they just going to go in the street? People are going to do what they need to do to survive, either by them for themselves or whoever they're accountable for. So I think that I don't know. I'm much more angry at the people at the top taking millions, billions off
But
from
this
Americans
this
than I
hurts
do the
us.
people on the ground.
This hurts people like you and I. So instead of us going into CVS and getting some toothpaste for $5 because these people going crazy, the toothpaste might be $7.50. Like this hurts. This hurts like the billionaire people that are at the top. Like maybe they're hurt by it, but we are hurt far more than these billionaires that I know you hate.
Well, because money for
So
them is not a problem. Money
yeah,
for
yeah,
them is
money
not
for
a
them
it's
isn't a
not a
problem,
thing,
but money
right?
is a problem for us. So if they're
Of
increasing the
course.
prices, or in some of these cities like Chicago, and we've done these things before. In Chicago, they're shutting down like different Walmarts and Targets, stuff like that, because it's like rampant
Right.
stealing.
Because they're
Yo, these
stealing.
companies, they're just leaving the cities because people are doing this stuff. So it's like
Right.
these people are still getting rich. They're just taking it from Chicago and putting it in Oklahoma.
Right. Right.
So
Right. Right. No, no,
like
no.
it's it's
Yeah.
it's not easy. It's not easy to hurt the pockets of these people that you don't like, these millionaires and these billionaires. What happens immediately is that it hurts us. Is that now we're like, damn, like now instead of a candy bar and a bag of chips, all we can buy is the candy bar
Well,
until the next time we get paid. Like that, like this crime, this immediate crime stuff. This like, listen, I I don't know, bro. Like all right, so them doing this hurts people at the bottom. It doesn't hurt people at the top. Because we see all the time when these companies go and leave these cities, the remaining residents cry and they bitch and they say, "Damn, this is so messed up. Why did this company leave?" The company left because they were getting robbed at an alarming rate and they weren't making a profit.
right.
So they left. Walgreens are closing. Rite Aids are closing. I'm sure you've seen Rite Aids close where you live.
Yeah. Well, they're also going
Walgreens are
bankrupt
closing
too.
where you live. CVS.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I see CVS is
Right
closing.
Aid's
I think
going
they're doing all
bankrupt. That's
right.
why they're closing, because they losing bread. They going bankrupt. But no, I see them too. But bro, so I'm not gonna put this all on law enforcement, right? But my question is, okay, so let me address your point though. You're right. It does hurt us because, like I said, Chicago, when they lost one of those Walmarts, a lot of
Mhm.
people started feeling that because they could get things inexpensive at those Walmarts, right? But now they can't because they pulled the Walmarts out because the Walmarts kept getting raided. They kept getting looted by people, right?
Right.
So I understand that, but like,
And
bro,
my bad. Let me just.
no,
People
no,
wanted
go
to
ahead.
blame it on racism. It wasn't racism. These companies aren't making a profit, so they're going to leave. They're going to go somewhere where they can make a profit. So it's not racism. It's just the bottom line. If they put the company in a black neighborhood because they thought they would make money.
Right.
If it was they hated black people, if Walmart hated black people, they never would have put the Walmart there in the first place because it was already a black neighborhood before Walmart put it there.
Well, Chicago's rough, bro. Like Chicago's just a
Listen,
rough city all
I
around.
don't know why
I'm
anybody would
not
open a
justifying the
goddamn business in
crime, but
Chicago. That sounds crazy
Chicago's
to
rough,
me.
bro. Chicago has its issues. I don't know the history of Chicago that well, but I do know that they do have a lot of poverty. A lot of black folk are still in poverty. Like black folk living rough everywhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's not just there, but um, no, I just think that it just paints half the picture when all we do is vilify or just criticize the people who are partaking in a crime. But it's like, bro, like I was gonna say before, I don't want to put it all on law enforcement, absolutely, but like police, why aren't you doing your job?
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
can see, I don't want people to partake in crime, but at the same time, what do we have a law enforcement for? What the hell are my tax dollars paying for it?
Yeah.
Why are you not doing that? Why are you guys not pursuing this? Why aren't you guys doing something? You know what I'm saying? That would be my question, and I would hate that police officers are being petty because of something either called the Ferguson effect or this idea that police decided, oh, you guys want to defund the police, you don't want us to do our job, so we just gonna fall back, right? Because
Right.
they've done that in certain places. We're just gonna fall back. And I hope that it's not police being petty just to let crime get really bad so that people are
Right.
begging for them to come back and do their jobs. Because if it is,
Yeah.
that's sad because people are gonna die, businesses are gonna
Yeah.
get shut down. Everyone, that's it. That doesn't
I
that
mean,
that
Joe, could you
yeah.
really blame them though? And like let's just say worst case scenario they were being petty. I don't think they are. I got a friend that's in. But you and I talked about it before.
Yeah.
They in he's in a New Jersey State Troopers due to my unit. I told you he's like yo like they basically push like yo if there's like a high speed chase or something dangerous, back off, let that person go. Like because if they end up pursuing and that person gets into an accident, it's the trooper's fault. It's the cop's fault. Um, it's the same thing with like other things. He gave me other examples, but I don't want to go into all of that. But it like they're like right now in today's society, they're incentivized to kind of like back off and be like, yo, listen, like just give the person the benefit of the doubt because you don't want to make the news. You don't want to get, you know what I mean, in trouble because you know what I mean? Like this dude I'm talking about, he's Asian, but like if he does something, oh, some random white dude gonna get blamed. We talked about that on another
Right.
pod.
Right.
But basically that's what he was talking about. Like, yo, listen, like policing isn't good today. Like, yo, like they scare the hell out of you, basically, in them training Jones and be like, yo, if it's not something like real right in your face right then and there, yo, back off.
Right.
And so I think that's a response to like how you know, police are looked at today. Like police are looked at as like the bad guys. Like they're looked at like,
Right.
yo, like, you know, if they come, then it's like, God damn, you know what I mean? Like you and
Yeah.
I talk about this, we talked about this a couple times. The case that happened during COVID in Philly, when the black dude with the knife went at the white cop and the white cop ended up shooting the black dude, Philly went crazy. The white cop got blamed, everybody went crazy. But it's like the body cam showed that the white cop was like running away from the black dude with the knife that had the mental issues, running around it.
I remember there was video.
Right, there was video, but no
And I
one
think the
cared.
dude had autism. I think he was
The dude
autistic.
had autism, and
Yeah.
even the family came out saying, "Yo, this white
Right.
cop is so messed up. He's so racist, blah blah blah." And it was like, "Yo, like if you guys could handle it, and if it wasn't that big a deal, why'd y'all call the cops in the first place?" None of
Right.
this made any sense, but no one cared.
Right. They just want
You
to
know,
be mad.
they wanted to be mad,
They
and
need
that's
right.
just like that's the default setting when it comes to cops. So if I'm a cop, why wouldn't I just be like, "Yo, you know what? If I see an old lady getting robbed across the street, why wouldn't I just be on my phone?" Like,
But look,
because
yeah.
if I do something and things don't end up well, I'm going to get blamed anyway. So
Well, bro,
I
look
don't
at
know
where
if you
we're
can
at.
blame them.
So I mean, listen, they are public servants. They took this job to protect and serve, to make the communities better. So I think that when you're in a certain position, being petty costs money, costs lives. If I'm not saying this is the case,
But
but
they
if it
still
is
have their own
hypothetically,
families and their own lives too. They still can't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on lawyer fees and stuff like that. They still got to worry about their kids.
then bro,
So
so
it's
you're
not
saying they
it's
shouldn't
not
pursue
fair
the
to them
crime?
to put them in this position because you and I talked about this. People expect cops to be John Wick and Dr. Phil at the same time. It's not a possible thing. It's not realistic. So if it's me, bro, I'm like, listen, like I'm weighing the cost of the you know the cost the cost and the benefits, and I'm like, yo, what's more likely to happen? What's more likely to happen is something bad happens. They're gonna blame you, regardless of what happens.
I don't know them, bro. I think we have to take a nice a stronger look, a deeper look into the police and the pulse of the police and what they're feeling. Because I'm not assuming that they're doing this, but like I said, the Ferguson effect is real. It's been documented. It's been studied. It's like after everything happened in Ferguson and they were protesting and everything, they were criticizing the police force and police officers. Like they were like, fine, you right. we gonna back off. And they basically backed off because they're like, y'all don't want us here. Y'all want to riot. Y'all want to demonize us. We gonna wash our hands and let it just ride out, right? They did it in New York for like, they did it in New York. Now I forgot how long ago it was, but cops in New York were like, "You right? We're not gonna go after crime. We're not gonna do this. We're just gonna fall
Right.
back because y'all want to defund it." So it's just hard. Like,
Every
how
precinct is hiring too. Like everybody's hiring cops
we
because
need
they can't get
cops.
enough. And
Right.
when the whole like defund the police happened, New York made the news because they had like a record number of retirements. People were like, "Yo, f this! I'm not dealing with this." Like, why
Yeah.
would you? If you got enough years to retire, you can go on to get your retirement money and then do something else that's less stress. People
Yeah.
don't respect the cops. People don't like, no matter what, they can do nothing right. They like,
Yeah.
if we being honest, show if during this kind, they can't do anything right, bro. Like, if a person comes at them with a gun, the public in large be like, "Hey, you should have shot the gun out of his hand. You should have shot the knife." You know, I'm not exaggerating. That's what people say. That's that. Every time we talk about this, they be like, "Well, you should have shot his leg. You should have shot his arm." Listen, idiots. No one learns how to shoot in that way. No, this is not an action movie. Tom Cruise ain't coming through the door. It's frustrating. But if I'm a cop, bro, like I said, when I'm talking to my man, I was about to say his name. My homeboy in my unit, yo, he's like, "Yo, this shit is stressful." He go to work every day and be like he ignore a lot of stuff. And if something's
rough,
really
man.
super egregious in his face, then he'll jump on it and be like, "Yo, you were wrong, blah 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 blah." But
So it's a
yeah,
time bomb.
man.
So it's a time bomb. It's a combination of the cost of living going up, unemployment is going up, the wages haven't gone up, the wages have been stagnant. Police officers, I'm not saying just, I guess we're theorizing, have kind of taken a step back because they don't either want to be scrutinized or criticized or blamed or treated unfairly because their reputation is somehow tarnished in the eyes of society. But all this is leading to what we're seeing though. So the question is, what
Facts.
happens, right? Because it's getting worse, bro. And I anticipate it's going to get even worse because people are saying that by like March, we're really going to see the health of the economy. We're really going to
Right.
see where we're at because it's either going to be a crazy crash or something's going to happen where we're really
Right.
going to see where the economy is. So that worries me too because things could only get worse, especially with our deficit being ran so high, hundreds of trillions. Like it just keep going up, bro. We're running up debt right now. We're just printing out money and racking up debt. So I only
Yo,
see this issue getting worse.
I think just like the outcry we heard of F the cops, defund the police, we're gonna have to hear the opposite for cops to feel appreciated and be like, "Yo, we're gonna jump on this shit
I don't know if
proactively."
that's gonna happen though.
It may not happen, but if it doesn't happen, there's gonna be a lot of people, a lot of regular, hard hat Americans that's just gonna take L's because like, yo, when I'm telling you, bro, like I know some of these people. The first sergeant of my unit is a cop. He'd be like, "Listen, I'm not dealing with this shit, bro." Like he'd be like, he can't wait to retire. He hate being a cop because this wasn't the case. He got like 20 years in. He like, "Yo, I'm on the tail end of this though. I got like 2 more years. Blah, blah. I'm just trying to put my
Yeah.
head down." If you see somebody getting robbed, he like, "Bro, I'm looking the other way. I'm not dealing with this." And that's a real thing, bro. Like, I'm not saying I know a bunch of
believe
cops,
it.
but I know at least like 4 people in my unit. They'd be like, "Yo,
I believe
we
it.
kind of chilling right now."
I believe it. It's sad too. And listen, and when that happens, it's gonna be survival of the fittest. Right? Because if the cops ain't coming, if no one's there to enforce the law, if no
Right.
one's there it's people can do whatever they want, and then you just have chaos. That is what you have. It's complete chaos. So I'm really hoping they don't get that bad, bro. I really don't. But this interesting piece though, New
Right.
York, y'all gotta get it together, bro.
Facts. All right. So I got another joint, right? I'm gonna pull this up. This has been making its rounds on social media lately. It was an interview with Nick Cannon and Candace Owens, right? So
I gotta
pulled up
watch the full thing. Yeah,
yeah, so I pulled up the clip that I feel like, what I mean, it would make
it's
sense for us
going
to
viral.
react to.
Okay.
And I'm gonna play it now.
Of course, respectfully. If you say to me you should respect people, I always respect people. I would disrespect you if I lied to you. I'm not going to call a man a woman. I'm not going to call a woman a man. I'm not going to say sorry for telling the
your
truth.
beliefs.
It's not my belief. A woman cannot be a man, and a man cannot be a woman. It's not a belief.
Again, but I'm saying in your perception of the world is different from someone else's, because just as emphatic as you are, that you believe what you just said, there's someone that believes emphatically the opposite.
Okay, so what you're talking about is the idea that everything can be subjective and there's no such thing as truth. And let me tell you why that. But that's why.
That's what you said.
No, because we're either talking about feelings or facts.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I believe there is objective truth. Okay.
Right.
A person that is born a man okay, a person that is born with a penis, as we call it, okay, cannot ever grow up and give birth. Do we agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, so there is
Okay, it took a while for that.
First of all, let's pause it
Why
right
take him
there.
so long to say yeah?
Bro, this world is crazy. Bro.
Yeah. What is a woman? I don't. Well, it depends. What you mean it depends, bro? Like,
Yo, he only said yes because he could not think of another thing that would not make him look silly. If he could have
Right.
said no, he would have said no.
Right.
So she
Yeah.
framed it in a way where it's like, okay, bro, like you kind of gotta like make a decision on this one way or the other.
Right.
You
Right.
could tell he really didn't want to.
I know, and it's a shame putting him against Candace Owen. Like, I don't agree with
Oh my
everything she
God.
says, but Shorty is good at like
Stop
arguing
it.
her
Stop
points,
it. Nick
being
Cannon versus Candace
logical.
Owens?
This is sad. Yeah, I don't know why they put that man against this woman.
For real? Stop it, bro.
This is
Stop.
ridiculous, Nick. What are you doing, bro? Go back to making babies. Never mind. Don't make babies. You already got enough. Never mind.
Go back to making babies.
Damn. Okay. Is there a little bit more, or like?
Yeah.
Is an objective truth. I will not apologize for sharing objective truth. I'm not going to apologize for not saying because his feelings are hurt and do you
Well,
see how I
why?
feel? Because
Because so you have no problem going throughout the world hurting people's feelings.
I have no problem going out the world. That's one way to pitch it. Telling people the truth so they can better their lives. So they can live in reality and not the one,
But
not
what
the
if
fantasy land that
what
they're
if
creating for
someone
their lives.
believes that that is a better life for them?
Okay, well, let's play it your way then. Let's do it the other way. There are a group of people who are now referring to themselves as minor attracted people.
Oh, there you go. Can't go there.
Hey, but that's what they believe. They believe that they are
I
in
use
love
the
and
same argument on
want to
people.
have sex with children. They believe that, Nick. They believe it. And are you going to apologize when you call them pedophiles? Are you going to apologize, Nick? Are you going to have them on your podcast?
It's a hell of a
Don't you
point.
understand how they feel on the inside when you say that they can't have sex with 8-year-olds?
That is a hell of a point.
It is the slippery slope is not a fallacy. It is reality. We are living the slippery slope. So somebody's going to have to produce the wall. So there's going to be a lot of voices that need to be objective and tell people the truth. I'm very happy to be those voices. If you're looking for me to, make you feel good, I can't be your mommy. I can't. That's why I tell people, I can't be your mommy.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It's
I'm not your mommy. You're not a toddler. You're an adult.
But see,
this is what truth is. And if you can't deal with truth, then you're going to have a very tough life, way tougher than having to listen to Candace Owens say, you are a man on the internet.
All right. So those are bars. But I want to hear Nick's response before we even go in.
Okay.
All right. So I want to play what hopefully he says. Listen, I didn't see this far into it, right?
And
So
those in
I'm
the
hoping he
chat,
says-
shout out to those in the chat. If you guys have any comments or anything, type them in. We'll respond. So thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Drop in.
So I'm hoping that he says something coherent, so that way we could kind of like do him versus her, because she crushed him obviously with the objective truth thing. So I want to hear what he has to say.
So, but again, in your ultimate goal, or that what is your ultimate
so
goal?
he's not really okay. So he's not going to address the actual
She
comment,
got him.
'cause- Yeah, she got him.
got
There's
him.
nothing really to say.
And
as
her
far as,
point
like,
is
what
valid,
goes.
right? If there's a person who believes that they, like I said, that they want to make love to a minor and that's okay and that's just how they were born and that's what they feel naturally, are you going to respect that and say, oh, I honor that? That's your truth, right? You can't demonize them, you can't judge them. That's just how I am. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's an extreme point, but it's one that basically she bodied him with that example, because it's like, no, Nick, you're not gonna be there and tell some pedophile, oh, it's okay, we got to respect your truth and how you feel. No, that's not the case, right? No, but I think Candace made an interesting point. I've been having this point for a while, right? And somebody brought this up to me years ago, and I never understood it. And I got older, I understood it. But this idea that there is objective truth, and
Right.
there's subjective truth, right? We know that what's some objective truth, that gravity exists. If you drop
Yes,
something, force
that's
of gravity,
objective.
it's gonna
That's not-
fall. You know what I
that's
mean?
not something you
You know
can
what I mean?
debate
There are
on.
things that
Like,
we
there's
know,
no
right?
debate.
We know if you put water at a certain temperature, it's either going to boil and evaporate, or it's going to turn into ice. You know what I mean? We got things
That's
you
objective.
see what I'm saying? There's and then there's things like, what's something subjective?
Damn, what is it?
Rap music is trash.
Yeah, subjective. That's subjective.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could say You
Yeah.
can't say that objectively.
I think it's
because
trash. I think it's
right,
trash now.
right.
But
But that's an
it's
opinion,
subjective.
right? But there
Yeah.
are some things that you can. It's about how you feel
Yeah.
about something. There's no science behind it. There's no scientific method. There was no process to get these results. It's just how you feel in the moment or how you feel about
Right.
something. There's nothing to back it. It's just how you feel. And I think that that's a big conversation to revisit because there's objective truth. So many people want to be in the feels,
Right.
right? And Ben Shapiro, I don't like Bull, but he would always be like, facts don't care about feelings. You know, that's like one of his lines.
Right.
He would always tell people when he debate, facts don't care about feelings. And to a degree, I completely support that statement, bro. Facts don't care about your feelings. They're going to be true no matter how you feel about it. If a fact offends you, it is what it is, but it doesn't change the fact that it is a fact. You know
Right.
what I mean? So I think she got Nick on that point, and she's just like, I'm okay with being that wall. Like
Right.
we're living in a slippery. She's spitting bars. She was like,
She
we're living
was.
in a
She
slippery
was.
slope right
Yeah.
now. I'm okay with being that wall, and I'm one of those people too to be like, I'll be that wall too, bro. Like I offend people all the time when I say certain things, not
Right.
intentionally, but I can't help how you feel. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
can't control how you feel about
Yeah.
it. So
No. So like, listen, I'm there with you. Like I don't think that saying something that's objectively true should be like offensive. Like, I don't get how people get fired. I don't get how people, I don't know, lose their livelihood and end up, being kicked off of all the social media platforms. You know what I mean? I.e. us, because we can't do nothing on TikTok because I feel like we're not saying the thing that TikTok supports, which is basically like, you know what? You and I made this joke, right? When I was like, yo, every time I post something on TikTok before the video even plays, you and I should both say, listen, we love everything that's LGBTQ, and that's it. Even if the video has
we love
nothing to
women.
do
We
with that,
love the
like
alphabet community. We love. We gotta say all these disclaimers.
we gotta say all the things that TikTok likes because TikTok will never push us. Because
I hate
listen,
TikTok,
in fact,
man.
like bro, like
I
I don't
hate
even.
TikTok.
I'm not even gonna get into that. Yeah, it's
It's
terrible.
so many of my stuff gets censored. Like just random. Just
bro. I've sent you stuff where TikTok be banned. I'm like, bro, what did we even say? Like, I
yeah,
don't
I
even know
be
what I
confused.
said.
I
Like,
be stubborn too. I'll be like, no, I'm gonna appeal it. Every time they ban something, I just appeal it. They always
right.
reject it again, but I'm like, nah, I don't care.
They
Nah,
don't
I'm
care.
standing on this.
But no, like, yo, objective truth has to be something that's like just accepted, right? So
Right.
like Candace was like, yo, listen, I can't be your mom. Like if the truth hurts you, then you got different problems to deal with than just people, just Candace Owens.
Right.
And if anything, listen, if this past election told us anything, is that there's a different perspective in social media than the real world, because
Right.
there's a lot of people who don't share their opinions on social media, but they go to the polls and vote, you know what I mean, what their opinion really is, right?
Right.
So if you looked at the poll, if you looked at how social media and TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff go, you would have thought Kamala would have won in the landslide, because everybody on social media was like, oh, okay, cool. But this, all the people who supported her and all the people who supported Trump just kind of shut the hell up and was just like, okay, cool. I'm not talking about the hardcore people that's, you know what I mean, that may have rioted the Capitol on January 6th that year. I'm talking about the people who just, you go to work every day, don't really care
That's
about politics.
bogus too, though, bro. That rating of the Capitol, that was so orchestrated. Like, there's so many details about that's so shady that
How
I'm
so?
like,
What do you
bro,
mean?
like I'm saying, I don't really think it was a raid. Like those people were there, literally, the cops letting them in, security guards letting them in. They were looking at everything
But people
peacefully. Like,
died though, right? People, like some of those
anybody
like
die?
yeah, some of those cops died. Like I
The
mean, it was like 2
cops?
or something like that. Yeah, it was like cops on the drone, like on the in the White
Okay,
House,
then
like they died, like
then
they
I
got
don't know.
trampled, and like some, like 2 or 3 of them died.
That's wild.
Oh,
Okay,
you
all
did?
right,
Yeah, that was real. Like
okay,
that
all
was.
right, all right. All right, well then I retract my statement because I don't know enough about it. But I thought it was like they. Nah, never mind. Anyway, no, that's real. But do you remember I forgot who it was. He was a famous tennis player, and this was like a couple years ago. He was on some news station, some sports station, and the woman host asked the guy, "Do you think Serena is the best tennis player of
Andy
all
something.
time?"
Andy,
You
the
know what I'm
dude
talking
that
about?
was like that, like breaks his racket all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And he was just like, no, I don't even think she'd be able to beat a man in the
Yeah,
top 500.
right.
And after he said that, the
They went
media went
crazy.
crazy.
Really went crazy.
Oh, he's
How could you
sexist.
say
How
that?
could you say
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Serena's the best of all
She's the
time. And he's
best.
just
Yeah,
like, yo, like, we're living at a time where you can't even speak truth. He was like, listen, she's incredible. She's
yeah.
amazing. She might be the best woman tennis player of all time. But to say the
Right,
greatest of all, like, she
right.
wouldn't even be the man in the top 500 ranking.
He said that. He said
And
that,
it's just
and then
like you can't speak truth without
no,
being canceled.
Gail King went crazy on him. Remember,
Right,
Gail
right,
King
right,
was
right.
like, how could you say that? How could you say that Serena was? He was like, yo, like, and then, but Serena herself, I don't know if you peeped the follow-up joint after that. It was probably like a year after that. But Serena herself was like, yo, listen, I love playing, like, practicing against men, but I can never compete with a man. It's not
Right.
this. It's like a man.
And
That's
it's not
like
sexist to say that.
It's not
It's
sexist
not
to say that.
sexist. It's just it is what it is. It is
Right.
like we've seen clips of like when they mix it up and there's like the men and the women versus the men and the women in tennis. Yo,
Right.
when the men serve that thing and they slam that, the shorties
Right.
can't even keep up with it. You know what I mean?
No,
They
not at
can't.
all.
There's nothing they can do. But
No.
that's a moment for me where there's like there's subjective truth and there's subjective truth. You can feel that Serena
Right.
is the
You can feel
greatest.
whatever you want.
You can feel that.
Yeah.
But let's be real. She's not beating any guy in the top 500, like the boss said. Like, and that's not to say that she's horrible. She's incredible. Like Clarissa Shields, she wants to box Keith Thurman so bad.
Keith Thurman,
yo,
will punch
Clarissa,
her face.
You need to have several
off her
seats.
face.
You might beat my ass because you're a professional boxer.
No,
and
you
United.
definitely beat
You'll
me.
you'll
Yeah.
definitely beat me.
You'll
but
definitely beat
but
me.
another professional man, have several seats, shorty. You're not
Stop
beating
it,
Keith
yo.
Thurman. You're not beating. You might beat
No.
Remy Ma, but you ain't
Listen,
gonna beat.
Joe, let me break it out real quick. Let me show you what happens. Let me show you what happens when men compete against women in sports as equals. Let me show you real quick.
Yep. Yo, she tapped out.
She's not even moving, bro. Listen, my man just walked off. He about to go get himself a triple cheeseburger, and this chick is about to. This chick probably had to get sent to the hospital. Like, stop it, bro. Like this.
It's just
okay. Let's bring it back to what we were talking. That's an objective truth,
right? An objective truth, right? If you let a man compete in women's sports, he's going to dominate. If you put LeBron James in the WNBA, he's going to average 120 points and 30 rebounds every game. You know what I mean? Like, but so
stop this, man.
Yeah, we went on a little bit of a tangent, but it's still relevant, right? There's objective truth and subjective truth. And Candace Owens is one of those people who's just like, listen, I don't care if this upsets you. I'm gonna keep speaking truth. And the thing is, if you don't keep speaking truth, eventually the lies take over. Then you have all this misinformation, you have alternative facts, if you want to say that. And then you don't really know what the truth is. And that's part of the problem that we have now, bro. There's so much misinformation that we need. We're desperate for the truth, bro. We want the truth to be out there because there's so many lies. So interesting clip. I'm gonna watch that full interview now. You got me hyped. I don't agree with everything Candace says, but yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna change tracks real quick, right? So I want to go to something comedy, right? So this is probably gonna be one of the quicker ones that we do tonight. But I saw this on TikTok and I thought it was hilarious, right? So I want your opinion on it.
Oh wait, let me see that. Let me see that fall one more time, bro.
Backflip.
Oh my god, bro.
Embarrassing, bro.
It's like it's definitely funny, but like I feel so much embarrassment that it's like overpowering the comic relief because
if that was my son, I think I have one less son, bro. I'm like, this is it, bro. Like I only got 2 kids now. Like, this is crazy. Like you embarrass yourself, bro. Like, I guess you embarrass yourself. Like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
And the moment is immortalized.
He's gonna be 50 years old. He's gonna be 60 years old, and people are gonna be laughing at this. Like, why would you do this?
Yeah, and that's embarrassing, and it's on the internet, which means that it's immortalized, right?
Forever.
It's gonna be it's gonna go viral now. It's gonna go viral next year. You know them videos where people be like, "Man, this video came out 5 years ago, and I still laugh at it." You know what I mean? Like people be like, "This is never not funny." You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be one of them clips, bro. Like. You ain't gonna be able to pull chicks like, oh no, ain't you that kid that flipped on it? Like, bro, like it's gonna affect so many different aspects of his life.
Your whole trajectory in life, bro.
That's
like,
sad, man.
You gotta stop, bro. All right,
if you're gonna go for the backflip, you gotta hit it, bro.
You gotta hit it, yo. You gotta hit it. All right.
Yo.
All right. All right, so I got another one.
Damn.
All right, it's another funny one, right? Well, I mean, some people might not think it's funny, but I got another funny one, right? But you definitely gonna think it's funny. All right, check this out.
All right, let's be real. College ages 18 and 22. How is it this many big bag women that young? What school is this? Big Bag University? FSU, Fupa State University? TRTU, Thighs Rub Together University?
All right, let me pause it real quick, bro.
Damn, he going in.
These women pretty big, bro. Like for to be 18, 19 years old,
It
bro.
started off all right, and then I was like, "Oh wait, hold on. Did
Let's
they put him?
keep-
Did they put him in
let's keep going.
size order? Like,
SILU, Stomach and the Leggings University. And they lucky they going down the steps versus up the steps. They probably would have passed out. NCU, No Cardiovascular University. WTU, Waist Trainer University. You know they got unlimited flex points at the calf. They in there 4 times a day. BPU, Body Positivity University. XXXXL University. But nah, all seriously, this is ridiculous though. Like, what are y'all doing in high school and college? And what are the eating habits like? I gotta look at the parents. They say HBCUs got the baddest women out, not the fattest women out. I'm transferring. Like, it's one thing if you had a couple kids working 9 to 5 and
They're
you
young,
let yourself go.
You
But this is too young and it's no excuse for it. And you know I'm gonna tell the truth and you know I gotta go.
You can't be 18, 19 with
That's
kids
sad.
with that kind of situation going on. That looked crazy. You
It
know, like
did.
like a couple years ago when Spelman is the girls' college, right? In
Yeah,
in the
Spelman.
like
Yeah,
they canceled they canceled something and like put more money into like gym and like gymnasium stuff
because their freshman
because
class were
the
getting
women
bigger
that
and
were
bigger.
coming in there were like huge as shit and they were
Right.
like, yo, like y'all gotta lose some
Right.
goddamn weight. You can't be 19 like that. You can't be 20 like that. Like, yo, like
Yeah, it's sad, bro.
unless they had like a kid or two, then it's like, all right, well, I kind of get it, right? Like, I think women with kids get a pass. I think because like a lot of
Yeah.
people are like, well, you know what, you had a goddamn kid.
Right.
Unless all these women walking down that joint had kids, bro. Like, yo, look, you can't be 19 like that, bro. Like, you.
I know, and it's like if the trend continues, they're only going to get bigger, right? And then these women who are that size, if you do want to have a kid, it's going to put on an extra 30, 45 pounds, which is going to complicate stuff for you, gestational diabetes. You might have complications with the pregnancy, and you might not ever lose that weight. So now you lose already 200, 220. Now you 250, 260. You know what I mean? And it's so much harder for women to lose weight as well. So,
Yeah. I think it's harder for women than men. I think.
yeah, well, we have more lean mass
Right.
or a faster metabolism. This is the average though. Like we're not talking about like, just average people, average man, average woman. So we do burn metabolism. We do more jobs that are more labor intensive. So that helps as well. So there's a combination of reasons, right? But, so it was a HBCU, and we know that in our community, our women are large. There's an obesity problem in our community with our women, men too, but like our women are like large, bro. Like the average in America, taken away from race, the average weight of a woman is about 165, I think, 165, 170. That's crazy.
Right.
That's insane, bro. That's large. That's huge, bruh. Like, I mean, he was going in, he was roasting them, but like, it really is a big problem, though, bro. Like, our women are large, and for a lot of y'all, the fat don't fall in the right places. Y'all think, and, remember we talked. Listen, we just talked about subjective and objective truth, right?
Right.
If you are big and obese, that's not thick. That's unhealthy. That's obese. They want to call it thick, plus size. All these different euphemisms. Then there's objective truth. No, you're morbidly obese. Like you're not thick. You're not plus size. You are morbid. You know what I mean? Like there's different ways that we can, uh, kind of describe it. But like there's objective and there's subjective. And objectively, these women are unhealthy and overweight, bro. But what a women are gonna tell each other? Oh, it's okay, queen. If he can't love you like this, then he don't deserve you. You know what I mean? Like everybody is beautiful. Like this is bad, bro. This is sad. That made me sad to see that lineup, man. They were huge. It did make me sad, bro. Like he was roasting them, but I was like, damn.
He was roasted up.
That's
He said Big Back
unfortunate, man.
University.
I know, Big Back.
All right. So this is the next clip I want to go over. I wanted to do London, London's Way. He does the the gold digger pranks or whatever. So
He did another one. Is it a newer one?
Let's do one. So I seen this joint. I thought it was funny. So let's.
Who's this? That chocolate thing. I'm like, she look good. She look like the athlete body. I'm trying to say something. Gorgeous.
Oh, thank you so much.
No problem. What's your name? I'm London.
Oh, I'm Ace.
Nice to meet you.
you.
From Miami. I didn't mean to just walk up on you like that, you know.
It's all good. It's all good.
I just like what I see, so I figure I speak.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
You from out here?
No, not really. My family's military, so.
Okay, smooth. Well, look, man, I just moved to Miami. Maybe we can get to know each other.
You know, I kind of got a boyfriend, so I'm not able to.
She's bad, bro.
Nice and all. So I hope, I'm pretty sure you'll meet some girls around here.
All right, have a good day.
All right, you too.
Don't turn around, shorty. Don't do it.
We felt it.
All right, Joe.
Do it.
I'm gonna just pause it right here. All right. So your assessment of this so far. Is she interested? Is she not interested? Like, what's the vibe you getting so far?
She's trying to get away from him. She's trying to like cut the conversation short. She's like giving off the energy of like, I'd like to be on my way. She don't seem very interested right now. She's just trying to get away from the conversation. So
all right. So I second that. So let's keep going.
You said what?
Is that your car?
Yeah, it's my car.
That's a nice ass car.
Damn,
what car is it?
It's a Lamborghini Urus.
Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you do in life where you can get a Lamborghini?
I mean, I do a lot of things. I'm into real estate mainly.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I mean, maybe we can exchange information. I can definitely use some business tips or something.
I mean, you was just telling me that you got a boyfriend, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, I can use another friend. I mean, you seem like you'll probably get.
Nah, bruh.
Just let me pause it real quick. All right. So, like, I'm obsessed with this dude's channel, right? I watch every single episode the day it come out. I think it's so hilarious. And what keeps drawing me into the channel and the episodes is this situation right here. When the chick says, nah, I'm cool, I'm gonna keep dipping, I got a boyfriend, I got a husband, whatever they say, I'm just not interested, whatever they say. When they see his car and they turn around and they're trying not to say, hey, you got a Lamborghini, I think you got money, you're gonna give me some of that money. So that is the thing that keeps drawing, because they're trying to say anything but that. They're trying to say anything but you have a nice ass car, I want some of the money that I perceive that you have from this because you have this car. So it's to me, it's like cringy. It's like I'll be sitting there watching the videos, like I'll be sitting there like, bro, like she's embarrassing herself because she's trying so hard not to say, hey, I'm back here because you got a Lamborghini and I want your money.
Mm-hmm. Right.
All right. So that's what makes it so entertaining to me, right? But the rest of the stuff is just kind of icing on the cake. But that's the whole show to me. The first 5 minutes of the clip, no, not 85. The first, 90 seconds of the clip to me is everything. So I'm gonna play it again.
Good business mentor or something.
I mean, shit, I'm always. Wait, what are you into?
So I kind of want to do some real estate investments in the future,
Okay.
Kind of,
Smooth,
do something
smooth.
She said, I came back because I think you a good business mentor. How the hell would you possibly know that? He could have hit the lottery. He could be from money. His mom could have gave him $10 million when he was born. You have no idea that he's a good business mentor. All you know is that he has a Lamborghini. That's all you know.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Right.
Like something like
What do you do now?
Right now, I'm just like, doing performances and stuff around Miami, just whatever. I mean, I kind of have a few things going on, but I can, definitely want to do what you're doing.
Well, I definitely charge for mentorship and consultation
fine,
if you're willing to spend.
Honestly, like, I'm sure when we get to know each other, like, it's just fine. I'm totally.
No, but what I'm saying is I have no problem telling you about real estate, whether it's residential, commercial, wholesaling. I have a lot of things that I can share with you, but I do charge for my time. So if you're willing to do that, then we definitely could,
I mean, honestly,
she don't care about none of the shit he talking about. She don't care about none of this. Like, stop it.
Let's see where it goes. Like,
no, but I'm being intentional about, and I'm serious about my business.
I appreciate that. And I totally understand, because if you're mentoring somebody, you definitely got to charge for your time.
For sure.
I mean, but I think we could be friends at least. Like,
I mean, but you got a boyfriend, so I'm trying to respect what you got going on.
No, I appreciate that, and thank you, because of the fact that you respect that. It makes me like know that you could actually be a good friend.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is this: if you're not trying to pay the fee to learn about real estate. I'm not really interested in being your friend.
How much do you charge?
$1,000 to learn about residential, commercial, wholesaling.
So, okay, do you do mentorship for other people? Like you charging other people $1,000?
I charge everyone $1,000 because I'll also assist you with your first flip, wholesale deal and everything. So I'm giving my time with my knowledge.
Well, I mean, can we get in your car and talk about it a little bit more? I mean,
Sure. Are you willing to commit to what I'm saying?
Yeah, like something like that, yeah.
I mean, is it a yes or a no? I need to know.
I would say yes.
All right, so hop in
yes.
if you're serious.
Okay.
Got one, coach.
So cute. Look at the blue and the snap. Okay. So, like, what kind of girls are you like into and stuff like that usually? Because I'm assuming you don't have a girlfriend. That's
No,
why
I'm single.
Okay. Why are you single though?
I feel like I'm single because I just have not met my person yet, honestly.
Well, I mean, if you just got down here to Miami, just let you know, like a lot of the Miami girls were different. Like I like a guy that like takes me out to shopping sprees.
Hey, look, but we're not here to even talk about that. Though.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Talk about real estate, right?
So you peep, the first thing she says out her mouth when she gets in the car is that I like a guy that takes me out on shopping sprees. Like, bro, what? First you wasn't interested. Now you like his Lamborghini. You get in a car, you say stupid stuff to get in. Now you talking about something. I want a guy to take me out on shopping sprees. But you already have a man. So have your man take you out on shopping sprees. That makes more sense.
Right?
Yeah, we talking about real estate.
Let's talk about when you want to meet and talk about your availability and my availability.
Okay, so speaking of availability, like, I mean, I'm pretty much available whenever you got time. I mean, where's your house at?
I mean, what do you mean? Where's my house at?
Because I can come to your house so we can do these sessions or something. Like I can get these mentor sessions.
It sounds like you trying to do more than just.
I'm just trying. No, I mean, wherever it leads. But at the same time, I'm just like, I think it would be a good idea to go do it at your house. I mean, do you have boats and stuff like that?
I mean, I have.
Do you have boats? Do you have boats? Like, yo, this chick is crazy.
A lot of things, a lot of assets. But at the same time, I'm not about to just invite you into my house. I don't know you.
I mean, okay, so we can do the boat then.
No, we can do my office.
You got your own office?
I do. I have a suite. I don't have my office. I just moved here, so I have a suite right now.
Oh, snap. Okay.
It's not a full office, but.
How many cars you got?
Why does that matter?
This is, oh my God. Like, this is cringe. This is cringe. But this is why I go back every day.
How many cars I got?
I mean, because
listen.
I'm just trying to see how successful.
It doesn't matter about that. I understand that you want to know, but we're here to talk about real estate. We're not here to talk.
I know. But however, I want to make sure that I mean, you seem extremely successful. I'm just curious.
I mean, I got 4 cars.
4 cars.
How many cars you got?
I just got 1 car, but I like a generous guy who like lets me drive his cars and stuff.
I like a generous guy. Yo, that's code for please give me money. I want your money.
So I mean, you got 4 cars. Like, if we're friends, like, I'm pretty certain eventually we can get to a point.
Bro, right now we talking about being business partners.
Yes, I'm totally down for that. Totally down for that. I just kind of want to know, like, exactly how big is your house so that we can do these sessions.
I just told you we're not doing sessions at my house.
Okay. We can do it at the office.
Cringe,
how big
bro.
is the office?
I mean, why does it matter?
Joe, this is cringe.
It is. He's
This is
drawn though. He
cringe,
need
bro.
to just take her back and just go do what he got to do, bro. She a baddie. I don't know why he tripping, bro. She go dig it.
Begging for money. Like, listen, Joe, you and I talked about this. Women do not see. I talked about this with people at my job, my coworkers. I showed them these videos. Some of these women don't think that these chicks be begging for money, bro.
Some of them, the ones like this dude, these street
Like,
walkers.
no.
Ain't that
But
what you call them?
they don't classify it as begging for money. I'm like, yo, this chick,
yeah.
I show my coworkers. I'm like, yo, look at this. I'm like, yo, this chick is begging for money. They be like, no, she's not begging. I'm like, how is she not begging? This is begging.
Yeah.
It's not begging because you got titties and a vagina. It's not begging no more.
Yeah, it's begging. It's desperate. It's coming
Come
off as
on,
desperate.
man. Like,
It
this is
definitely
crazy.
is.
Like,
It is, but it
How
must have
big
worked
it
on
is.
somebody though.
what happened?
It must work on someone though. Like
No.
it's
This shit works. Listen, I imagine this works, right? But it works on like a very small group of guys. Listen, most dudes ain't out here trying to trick on these people. First of all, most dudes ain't got the money to trick. Let's be honest. We talked about this.
That's true.
Most, like, They talk.
That's
like
true.
women like this act like every dude out here is out here with
That's not the case.
$100,000 in the bank, just free, ready. That's not accounted for. No,
Yeah.
most people ain't got the kind of money that these women want. So she want a rich dude. She asked this nigga about boats. She said, "Hey, how many boats do you have? How many boats?"
Yeah,
boats?
This is wild, bro.
Like, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
What you trying to do? You trying to like?
I'm just trying to assess, I love that you're a businessman, and I'm just trying to assess, like, if I get like you, like how much of the expectation.
I mean, the sky is the limit. It's wherever you want to take things. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't put a limit on anything. It's all about how much you're gonna work.
What are you exactly looking for in a girl?
I mean, I'm looking for a woman.
She had a man before. Jen, you're right. And I'm just answering Jenny in the chat.
Oh yeah,
she did have a man off rip, but now
it don't matter now because he got a Lamborghini and a boat. She like he didn't even say he had a boat. She just think he got a boat. Yo, this is killing me.
Come on, Dad. Though you got a boyfriend.
I know, but maybe I can help you. I mean, or we never know what happens. It's Miami after all. Like things.
Yeah, but
happen.
you got a boyfriend, so you should.
Yeah,
loyal to your boyfriend.
I at the moment I currently am, but however things change.
Why?
At the moment,
have
I
a girlfriend,
am.
bro? Yo, listen. If you live in Miami, break up with your girl, bro. Immediately, right
Miami,
now.
Atlanta, LA. I feel like certain places like the shorties, you just got to be careful, bro, because they be street walking.
Yo, we talk about monkey branching. This chick will monkey branch in a second.
Yeah.
Talking about something. I do got a boyfriend at the moment. At the moment. So if he commits some resources to you, you up out of there. You done.
I know. But what's so interesting is that London is being so difficult. Like usually, like men would make she's making it so easy, right?
Yeah.
And London is
yeah.
being difficult. And I
he's
feel
being
like wouldn't
difficult,
that be a deterrent? See, that's how you know she's the gold digging type. Because for
Yeah.
another woman, she'd be like, dude, if you don't want to be here, as bad as I am, I'll go find me another one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But this one clearly she hasn't left.
Right.
So she really, she's really thirsting after his bread, or like she's desperate. But like, what I'm trying to say? Like, yeah.
I'll dispute your argument. I think that guys like this are so few and far between that women will just jump off the porch, look ridiculous as possible to try to get these resources. So if she could, he's acting hard to get right now, but if she could convince him in any way possible to spend all his money on her, that's a win for her because there's so few of those, so few of these guys. Listen, even if I got this dude resources to buy a Lamborghini, even if I had, I'm not buying a Lamborghini, but let's just say I did. I'm not a chick like this would never take me serious because I'm driving around with a 2010 Camaro. You know what I mean? She gonna be like, she gonna be like, ew, yuck. This dude ain't got no money. So I'm not in her radar, right?
Yeah.
But a dude like London is but these guys are so few and far between that she's willing to make herself look absolutely goddamn ridiculous to have just an opportunity to get some of his money.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense because you're right. There's cringe. It's cringy to be like
cringy.
shorty. She's not like think about it. If it was a dude going after a chick, like he was hitting on her, maybe in public or somewhere, and she just kept rejecting him and saying no, and and he just kept trying, you'd be embarrassed for him. You just be like, bro, move on to the next one. Like,
on, bro.
What you know what I mean? Like, that's why I want to tell her, like, shorty, like, stop. Like, why are you going so hard?
But there are some people who like, oh, they think these videos fake. I think these videos are real because she thinks she in private. She don't know she being recorded.
Right.
And if she did, why would she make herself look so silly? She looks absolutely ridiculous. Let's play the rest. It's not too much longer, but she looks crazy right now.
Right.
With a man talking about some, oh, okay, well, I get it. No.
And so I'm just saying that you always need to keep your options open until you're married.
Interesting.
What kind of bullshit is that? What kind of bullshit is that?
Some people believe that. Some people think you're single until you're married. Like legally,
why wouldn't I just bang everybody possible then? If that's how you want to move, then okay, cool. The same applies to him too.
Yeah, some people really think that if ain't no ring on my finger, you don't get, generally speaking, there are some women who feel that way. Also feel like if I ain't got no ring on my finger, you're not going on my IG, you're not being posted on my social media, you're not getting wife privileges, like none of that. You know what I mean? Like there are women who are really like that. Like we're single until that ring is on my finger, and they'll just play the field. So It's a thing. It really is a thing.
Right?
I mean, I guess if that's what you're saying.
Exactly. So That's why I'm asking questions. Just curious. Like most girls down here, at least, will ask you questions too.
Look at her, bro.
I'm just you're. Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
Does it matter?
Okay, so yes.
Where are you from?
I mean, I'm a military brat, but I was born in Miami, so I lived around here for quite some time. And us Miami girls, we're just open and honest, and we're very upfront.
Us Miami girls are gold diggers. That's what basically she's saying. Us Miami girls, we after the bag. Like that's what she's saying. Like stop it.
Listen, so
and we just.
Yeah, I'm out of curiosity, Ty, let's say you were doing a show, or like not even if it was a show, like in real life, if like you had a moment like this, would you keep this going, or would you just take Shorty back to the crib? Because I'm like, London, turn the camera off, bro. I'm about to split Shorty in half. Like
he's only doing this, I'm sure, for the content. But a chick like this is gonna expect you to give her money. Like if you like say a nigga like you and me, we got the Lamborghini, we doing this, we taking it back. She's expecting some money right then and there, or she wants you to take her go get a bag before you take her to the crib. I'm not doing none of that.
Right? Some of them have done that. Like you can take me shopping. I ain't had nothing on my plan, but you could take.
I'm not doing none of that shit. So it's like,
yeah, this is wild.
So even if you do that, it's like, how she talking? I'm thinking she might have a pimp.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to get into some random fight with some pimp in Miami. So no, I'm cool. I'm a pass. Like so, I'll use this for the content and just dip.
Yeah.
Just like to know, what we're getting into with the guy.
Well, me and you not getting into nothing but some money.
I know, but you never know what the world has in store.
You worried about my money. You worry about my houses. You worry about my boats.
I mean, a girl needs to know that she's gonna be taken care of if she decides.
I'm not taking care of you. I don't even know you.
Well, I mean,
that's like
so are you saying that you wouldn't take care of your wife?
Wow.
You're not my wife.
Would you not take care of your girlfriend?
Listen, you're not any of that. So
I know,
that's
but you
that's
never.
Like me saying, that's like me coming out the blue. You talking about my money. That's like me saying, oh, are you gonna give me?
I mean, essentially, men usually want that in exchange from girls. I mean, like,
so
let's be real. Let's be real. A trophy wife.
So is you gonna give me that?
Depends on how much money you got.
Yo,
that's it. That was it.
Yo,
you was right. You called it.
Yo, we gotta end this. We gotta listen.
Damn,
bro. Listen, we talked about this on another pod before. Ladies, Jenny in the chair right now. Yo, let me ask you. Listen, is it preferable to have a husband, or blow a random dude in a Lamborghini hoping to get on a boat? Like, which one would you pick? Like, let's just say the worst inhuman, the worst stuff happens, right? Let's just say back in the 1950s, all the women were barefoot and pregnant, and they were being mistreated by their husbands and all that stuff. Would you like?
He said no. She said no. Whatever you asking. Yeah, just say no, Jen.
Would you rather blow a random dude because he has a Lamborghini, or do you want a dude to settle down with to be his wife and do all the husband and wife stuff? Like one is clearly less is far less dignified than the other. Like, why would you? So if 10 dudes with Lamborghinis pull up, you just blow in 10 dudes.
You said the key word is dignity, bro. You gotta have dignity. You gotta have respect for yourself, right? And listen, fathers, stay in your daughters' lives. Please, like, make sure that they ain't out here street walking, getting into random people's Lamborghinis. Like, and remember, this is London. You don't know who that person could be if it was somebody else in another situation. You never know. You know what I mean? Who you just randomly got into his car. He could have drove. Listen, this is dangerous. It's thirsty. It's humiliating. It's cringy. This is bad. This is a bad look.
This was like, listen, if you're that dude's dad, if you're that dude's cousin, brother, I mean, that chick's cousin, brother. He said, well, you trying to, she said, it depends on how much money you got.
Yeah.
Are you for real? Like,
that's it, bro.
Yo, ladies, listen, let me ask Jenny, is this independence? Is this female independence?
It's a form of it.
like why? Like, listen, if I'm a chick, listen, all right, whatever. I'm gonna just shut up. This
We
This
ain't
is
females,
beyond
bro. We
me.
can't understand it the way that they do, man. And this is generally, we not all women ain't out here doing this, but like for the ones that are, good lord, man.
Yo, and listen, I told Joe, I told you, listen, I watch this dude show every day. This is the only show I watch every day. I watch him, Anton Daniels, and like CNN and a couple other joints religiously, whether it's 20 minutes a day, whatever it is. I'm at work, I'm watching this stuff while I'm at work, whatever. People yelling at
Yeah.
me, calling me a bitch and all that, right? Bro, this is not uncommon on these shows. This nigga got like 400 of these videos. I would say like 350 of them. Because that's his line. When the chicks be like, "Yo, give me some money, give me some money," he be like, "Yo, okay, cool, give me some head." They be like, "Well, you know, I mean, that's not outside the question. Let me."
Yeah,
It depends.
right.
Like they be, bro. They be like, "Listen, if you buy me this bag, I will suck you off." Like, they will suck you off.
For some
Like,
women, it's that straightforward, bro. And it is what it is, man.
I
Yeah, she's
can't
looking for a
like.
meal ticket. Yeah, you're right. Jenny's right. That's exactly what it is. They're looking for a meal ticket. And these are the ones that are like, remember that situation where Drake put like hot sauce in his condom after he was finished with some
Oh
shorty,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
she
Was
tried to
that
take
was
the.
that ever verified? Because I remember the
No, that
story.
happened.
But
And so
that happened. Okay.
she was mad at him because she tried to put it back in after he put it in the trash can, only to find out he put hot sauce in that junk. So he was burning up her stuff. But like these are the type of shorties that I think about. The shorties who like would happily get impregnated by a man with money just so she can secure that bag. You know what I mean? Take half of what it is, get on the child support. Like I'd be scared of women like this, man.
You and I talked about this before too. When women say they get into the bag, a lot of them mean they get in the child support check.
Yeah, they getting the child support, they getting the welfare. It's like, bro, that's not getting to the bag. That just make you dusty.
Look,
That
when
just make
people,
you
when I think you
dusty.
get to the bag, I'm thinking like, you got the business, you got some, you making some money, you a goddamn, I don't know,
Yeah,
nurse, doctor, lawyer, I don't know, but
yeah.
getting to the bag ain't child support. Like y'all gotta stop this. Like,
Remember that chick who had like 5 or 6 kids, and she was like, I get 5 or 6 checks. I got 5 baby daddies. I get 5 checks, and I'm just like, shorty, like, how is this a flex? How is this a flex? This is sad. This is not a flex, man. Like, oh gosh,
yo,
bro.
but like I said, when I
Anyway,
watched the videos of the same boy, the boy London, when he asked when they show all this interest, he didn't ask it in this video, but normally he'd be like, "Why are you interested in me now, but you weren't interested in me over there?" And they'd be like, well, the sun was in my eyes." He'd be like, "The sun was in your eyes." But but that's the cringing. Like
yeah,
that's just the
nah,
cringing. They'd be like, "Well, I was having a bad day." He's like, "Okay, well, why you not having a bad day now?" And they'd be
yeah,
like, like they just can't they can't give a coherent reason, so they just look
yeah,
silly trying to explain why they're interested now because they saw him in a Camaro. I mean, not a Camaro, in a Corvette or
yeah,
the Lamborghini, and he'd be like, "Oh well, I don't know. Well, I'm just here." And he'd be like, "No, I'm cool. I'm cool." And they'd be kissing his ass. Like, so now, like, so he's been doing this for like 2-3 years now. So now he kind of, what we see now is the later ones. Now he's more cocky. Before he was kind of like, he would show that at the end and being like, "Oh no,
yeah.
I'm not dealing with you. You're a gold digger." Blah blah blah. But before he would play the game. Now he don't play the game. He's just like he just basically makes them grovel, and they grovel
And they keep
because
going. Yeah,
we talked about it earlier in the joint, because these kind of men with these kind of resources are so far and so few and far between that they're willing to do it, and they're willing to just be like, "Yo, F it.
yeah,
I'll look stupid if this dude can buy me a few bags,
right.
and I might have to blow."
Yeah. Well, listen, let's thank the people who came today. I know people were in and out. For the people who are in the chat still now, Jenny, appreciate the love. We like to go on live just because this gives us more direct interaction with you guys. And like me and Ty have been saying, we still love doing this. We still enjoy doing this. We love making our videos. We love engaging with y'all. We just love have interesting conversations about random things. Relationships, politics, dating, all types of stuff, whatever it is, funny, goofy stuff. But we enjoy this. So we definitely thank those who joined us tonight. Please join us for future lives. We'll definitely try to plan them ahead of time. And keep engaging, y'all. We really appreciate when you guys talk and we can go back and forth with y'all. So that was my last thought. Ty, you got anything you want to
Nah, stop stealing New York. Y'all need to give this shit up, bro. Like y'all got to stop. Like,
add?
I bought some toothpaste the other day. It was way more than I thought it was supposed to be. Y'all got to stop this, bro. Like, y'all affected me in my life. Like,
Yeah. Well, like, subscribe, follow, and hopefully Jay-Z, all the allegations, brother. I hope they're not true. It's not a good look. We talked about that recently. Hov is facing some crazy allegations. Hope they're not true. Um, And other than that, that's all I got, bro.
Nah, yeah. Until next time, man. We'll
Until
plan
next
it.
time.
We'll do better planning next time. I'm glad we did this live though.
Yeah, have a good night, man.
We gotta watch what we say now because remember the last time.
Yeah, let me stop the stream.
It was like, oh yeah, this fat bitch.
I know. All right, it ended and we're good. All right, that was fun, bro, and we had some people chatting too, man.
Yeah, that was what's up.
All right, I'm glad we did that shit, bro. I'm about to eat some dinner and take my ass to bed.
All right, I'm watching shit right now. Like, I think
Ah,
this shit was funny.
shit. All right, bro. Well, I'm gonna get at you. All right.
All right, talk to you.
All right.